Stephen Bunting was never a name you feared on the dartboard. Yes, he had a couple of great moments on the oche, but his struggle was evident. He wasn't seen as a title contender, but he was always good enough to pick up some wins and make a few decent throws. He was talented, but inconsistent. And now, something has changed. He's beating top players, throwing 100-plus averages and darts like never before. When he walks on the stage, he looks more focused, fired up and completely locked in. But here's the million-dollar question. What has changed now? His throw, confidence, or mindset? So today we're breaking down Stephen Bunting's incredible journey, his major wins, turning points in his career, and the exceptional comeback. So let's get started. Stephen's story didn't start in the PDC. Born in England, Stephen Bunting realised his passion for darts at the age of 15. He started playing in several tournaments and won the British Teenage Open and the World Youth Masters in 2001. Long before he stepped onto the big stage, with the likes of Van Gerwen or Price, he was making waves in the BDO. He made his BDO debut in 2004 at the age of 18. He defeated Van der Voort in the first round but lost to Ted Hankey in the second round. In 2008, Stephen won the Lytham St Anne's Open and reached the quarterfinals of the BDO British Classic. His first BDO ranked Open title came when he defeated Daryl Fitton to win the Northern Ireland Open. Bunting won the England Classic twice in his early days. It was 2012 when Bunting claimed his biggest career title by winning the Winmau World Masters, defeating Tony O'Shea 7-4 in the final. In 2013, Bunting won this title once again, becoming only the fourth man to do so after Eric Bristow, Bob Anderson and Martin Adams. He was putting up a great show all these years, but 2014 changed his life forever. He entered the BDO World Championship defeating Jim Widmer in the first round 3-1 and Dave Prinz in the second round 4-0. He defeated Robbie Green in the semi-finals and Alan Norris in the finals to claim the title. He wasn't just good, he was dominant. 2 darts for the world champion, the 2014 Lakeside World Professional Dart Champion, Stephen Bunting.
2 darts for the 2014 World Championship.
Game, shot on the match! And the 2014 Lakeside World Professional Darts Champion, Stephen Bunting!
This win made headlines, and it was not because of the trophy. It was the way he won. Smooth throwing, clean finishing, and calm presence at the oche. And the confidence? Incredible. Later that year, he received a tour card to join the Professional Darts Corporation and accepted it. This was a breakthrough in his career, and he didn't take it easy. He worked on his skills more than before to leave a lasting legacy in PDC. In 2015, Bunting began life in the PDC with a bang at the World Darts Championship, with victories against Robert Marianowicz, James Wade and Michael Smith. He eventually succumbed to legend Raymond van Barneveld in a narrow 5-4 defeat, but the praise from the iconic Raymond left Stephen in tears. You're a world-class player, you're amazing.
You are a world-class player. You're amazing.
He deserves your applause. He is one of the best, Stephen Bunting.
He deserves your applause. He is one of the best. Stephen Bunting, ladies and gentlemen.
Perhaps this was a sign that there was more in the tank for Bunting. For a while, it seemed like Bunting would become one of the best PDC stars, but things didn't quite go as expected. After a strong start in PDC, his momentum began to halt. His scoring power was still there, and the throw never went away, but something was missing: the edge, the consistency, and the belief. When it came to the big stages like the World Match Play and Grand Prix, he would often fall short. In the 2017 World Championship, he made an early exit with a disappointing defeat against Darren Webster. Bunting missed 7 darts for the match. Unbelievable! The match tied at 2 sets all and went into overtime. After taking a 3-2 lead, Bunting put together 9 incredible arrows to leave himself just 16 for a place in the second round. However, after missing 2 darts for the match earlier in the set, Bunting went on to miss 5 more to hand Webster the winning opportunity. Webster did not miss this chance and stole the victory by taking out each of the next 2 legs. He also lost to Dimitri van der Berg in the first round of the 2018 World Championship. In 2019, he could not make it past the quarterfinals, losing against Luke Humphries in the second round. He struggled to maintain his standards these years. He would qualify for the majors and then win a round or two, but rarely made it to the end of tournaments. While others like Michael Smith and Gerwyn Price were climbing the rankings, he was slipping out of the spotlight. In the 2020 edition, he made it to the last 16 by defeating Jose Justicia and Johnny Clayton, but then lost to world number 1 Michael van Gerwen. Then in 2021 came a brief spark, a reminder of what he could do. At the World Championship, he made a stunning run to the semi-final by defeating Andy Bolton, James Wade, Ryan Searle and Krzysztof Ratajski along the way. It was his best performance ever in the PDC World Championships, and suddenly he was all over the headlines. He also reached the semi-final of the 2021 World Grand Prix, knocking out Daryl Gurney, Wade and Searle on the way. But momentum didn't last. He was beaten by Price in the semi-final. The rest of 2021 and most of 2022 were quiet. In the 2022 World Championship, he made an early exit by losing to Ross Smith in the second round. He became a kind of darting paradox, technically gifted and dangerous on his day, but too unpredictable to believe. He was outstanding but rarely delivered when it mattered. Some fans said that he did not have the killer instinct to be feared on the oche. Others thought that the pressure of the PDC routine had worn him down, but who would have thought that things would change ridiculously? In 2023, Bunting began showing signs of a comeback. It seemed that he was finding his range again. His averages climbed, confidence returned, and most importantly, he started winning games. At the 2023 World Championship, he reached the quarterfinals by defeating the likes of Dave Chisnell and Luke Humphries along the way. He also reached the semi-finals of the 2023 Grand Slam of Darts by defeating Sto Bunce with rock-solid scoring and clinical finishing. His average was recorded at 96.79 in that match. Then came 2024, and that's when Bunting truly turned the corner. At the 2024 World Championship, Bunting whitewashed Ryan Joyce 3-0 and Florian Hempel 4-0, but still the glory was about to come. At the 2024 Masters, Bunting reached his first ever PDC Major final. He defeated Ross Smith 6-5 in the first round, world champion Luke Humphries 10-7 in the second round, Peter Wright 10-2 in the quarterfinal, and Nathan Aspinall 11-1 in the semi-final. He played the final against Michael van Gerwen and defeated him 11-7, winning his first ever PDC Major title. At the 2024 European Darts Open, Bunting recorded the fourth highest average ever on the European Tour in his remarkable 6-0 victory over Owen Bates. He averaged 117.12 in that match. On the 2024 PDC Pro Tour, he finished second on the 2024 Players' Championship Order of Merit. He was the runner-up at 6 Players' Championship events. His performances were calm, composed and dangerous. There was no panic, just solid and focused darts. His ranking was improved, the momentum was back, and the most notable thing was his belief. He approached the oche confidently with no hesitation in his action. He was playing with confidence and discipline at the same time. At the 2025 World Championship, Bunting reached the semi-final by defeating Kai Gotthard, Madas Razma, Luke Woodhouse and Peter Wright. He lost in the semi-final, but his performance in the World Series was going to shock everyone. Bunting carried this form into 2025, and suddenly he was unstoppable. He won his first ever World Series title at the 2025 Bahrain Darts Masters. Competing in Bahrain for the first time, he produced some electrifying moments, knocking out Nitin Kumar, Chris Dobey, Luke Humphries and Price on his way to glory. He whitewashed Dobey in the quarterfinals 6-0, averaging 111.33. He knocked out Luke Humphries in a narrow 7-6 contest in the semi-finals, averaging 99.96. The final was best of 15 legs when he defeated Gerwyn Price 8-4, winning his maiden darts title. Coming off the back of making the semi-finals at the World Championship, I came here full of confidence.
Yeah, obviously coming off the back of the semi-finals in the Worlds, I've come in full of confidence.
I'm playing the best I've ever played. I'm more consistent and now believing I can win titles.
Yeah, like I said at the start of the week, I'm playing the best I've ever played. More consistent, believing I can win titles.
But one strong run wasn't enough for Bunting. He carried his winning momentum to Copenhagen and took things to another level. At the 2025 Nordic Darts Masters, Bunting claimed his second World Series of Darts title. His path to glory included victories against Oscar Lukashak, Johnny Clayton, Nathan Aspinall and Rob Cross. He defeated Oscar 6-3, averaging 91.6 in the first round, and knocked out Johnny Clayton in the quarterfinals, averaging 97.48. He beat Nathan 7-5 in the semi-finals to face Rob Cross in the finals. He defeated Cross in the finals 8-4, averaging 97.49. Lifting the 2025 Nordic Darts Master Trophy wasn't just another win for Bunting. It was a statement. It was a reminder to the world that he was finally back where he belonged. Stephen Bunting's journey hasn't been a straight line. It's been full of highs and lows. From early promise to years of struggle, he never gave up. He worked on his game, rebuilt his mindset and started believing in himself again. And now he is performing better than ever. Do you think Stephen can win another title this year? Do tell us in the comments. Also, if you love darts content, make sure to subscribe for more.